It's time for the One Bar and Lupagus Show, bringing you anything and everything Minnesota Vikings.
Welcome to professional football.
Hello, welcome back to the One Bar and Lupagus Show. It is that time of the week where we look at the NFL.com power rankings, see where the Minnesota Vikings are ranked, and discuss whether or not we agree with Mr. Dan Hanzus' ranking. So we're going to take a look at that here quickly after this delicious sip. Let's just hit some highlights before we get to where the Vikings are ranked this week, heading into Week 5. Let's see, he's got the Chiefs at number 1, Packers at number 2, Bills at 4. See, he's got the Seahawks at 6, to me, which is a little low for them. I know their defense has had some problems, but this is a damn good football team. The Vikings play this Sunday. I think they should be much higher than 6. The COVID Titans at 7. Patriots at 10, which seems a hair high with all the issues on that team right now. Saints at 11 seems very generous. They're not playing extremely well. Browns up to 13, which is the highest they've probably been in 15 years. Panthers at 15, which seems a little high to me. I know they won 2 games in a row, but this team still has a ton of issues, and I don't know. I wouldn't have put them that high. He's got the Cardinals at 16, falling after a couple straight losses. And then, there they are. At 17, it's your Minnesota Vikings. All right, this does seem a little bit high. I know the Vikings are on a bit of an upswing here, playing well against the Titans, and then getting the win on the road against the Texans. But 17th? You're telling me there's 15 teams that are worse than the Vikings right now. All right, well, let's see. He's got the Chargers right behind him at 1-3. The Chargers are 1-3, but they've had some very close games. I would actually put them ahead of the Vikings. Eagles are 1-2-1. They did look good last week against the Niners, but I don't think they're a very good team. So I agree they should be lower than the Vikings. Let's see, 20 of the Cowboys. Yep, they got a ton of issues, especially on defense. Cannot stop anybody. The 2-2 Raiders at 21. Man, I don't know. I think I would have had them a little bit higher than that. Here's one that's very surprising to me. The Chicago Bears 3-1. He's got them ranked 22. Right now, if the Vikings and Bears were playing, I got to think the Bears would be favorites in that game. So I would definitely have them above the Vikings. Bengals 1-2-1, 23. Yeah, I put them behind the Vikings. The Lions are 1-3 behind the Vikings. Yep, agree. Dolphins 1-3. Absolutely. Jaguars, yep. Broncos. The Broncos wouldn't be, but they're down to like their 6th quarterback, so yeah, they should be behind. And the Falcons, this team is also a mess. Julio Jones is hurt right now. The defense can't stop anybody. They're 0-4. They should at least have 2 wins, but they don't know how to finish. Yeah, so I would put them behind the Vikings. The Texans, obviously, Vikings spanked them last week. Washington football team, yep, and then the 2 New York turds. So he's got the Vikings all the way at 17. Again, that seems a little bit high. I would probably put them more in the early 20s-ish, anywhere from 21 to 24, I think is more fair. You can't forget how horrible this team was early in the season. I know they are getting better, but again, still a lot of issues. The secondary is starting to get healthy. They still, even though Wanham kind of showed up a little bit last week, the pass rush is still pretty much just Yannick Ngakoue. But maybe it's because of the awesome and dynamic duo of Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen is why he's got us ranked so damn high. But I'll take it. 17th, facing the Seahawks this week, who are 6th. Something's got to give. Something's got to give. Let's hope the Vikings can finally get that win in Seattle this week. That's all we got. So until then, guys, always remember to keep your skull in your hole. Do it for me.